Good evening. My name is Lydia Mercarejo, and I'm gonna answer today's question, which is first one is, how did I react to the sexual violence in Hosea? So in the story that we were reading about Hosea, it talks about how um he was told by God to buy Gomer, and and this woman was described as a whoredom, which is like a promiscuous woman. So, um, and the reason that he did that was because um, he wanted to know that the land commits great whoredom by forsaking the Lord, meaning that they were not being faithful to the Lord. So, um, when it talks about um, if it fits the definition of pornography, well, you know, Hosea's wife was um, humiliated. She was beneath Gomer, and I think I don't want to say pornography itself, but what I do think is that she was denigrated, she was humiliated, she was, you know, not put as a position as, let's say, a woman who makes mistake or who's in a to commits adultery. It's more like condemning her and treating her wrong and saying that they're gonna take her and even to commit, like, maybe to be nakedness. But even though it was talking about the land itself, I wouldn't describe it as pornography. I would just describe it as denigrating woman itself, but not pornography, in my opinion. And I think the women in the Hebrews of Hosea time were shocked that he chose her to be his wife because of her background. So if she indeed committed adultery and was doing other things, if he chose to be with her, that was his decision. But I think he they were condemning her too much, and I think it shocked and disturbed the people. So when it comes to this type of a biblical text that I was reading about this story, it was shocking for me that God uses this marriage couple to describe what the land was doing as a sin. So they were saying that the Israel itself was being unfaithful, was betraying God, was having different gods. So then God uses the couple to say, "Hey, marry someone who's not faithful, but the part of them that she has to take her jewelry and be naked for me was like a little strong, a little aggressive, and very impactful." And just the way that even if when it talks about marriage, that the woman is the property of the man, and even prostitution for men was okay. I think that's wrong. I mean, if they are married and then they have to respect each other, and if there is no agreement that the one of the parties will be unfaithful, then I think just for men to have this much power so they can do what they want, it's not even that it's not fair for women, but it's not right. Um, so I think the way it talked about marriage, the way it talked about the whole situation, for me, it was like a little off, or I want to say disturbing. Um, but I kind of saw the resemblance, but it was just. So that's it. Thank you.